The Public Accounts Committee of Parliament continued with its sittings on Tuesday and had before it the Ministry of Youth and Sports. And one of the topical issues that came up was the interdiction of the former Deputy Director General of the National Sports Authority in the Ashanti region by name Joshua Mensah. Now, some members of the committee raised the concern that the gentleman has been interdicted for almost 3 years now, so he has been receiving only 50% of his salary, and they thought that this was unfair, so they inquired from the Director General of the National Sports Authority, Professor Peter Chumesi, what has become of investigations into the incident. He indicated that several letters have been written to the police to follow up on the investigations, and the committee required documents to this effect, but he was not able to do so, and this generated some agitation from some members of the committee.
Have you really written to the police?
Yes, please, we have. We've written to.
When did you write? When did you write to the police?
When I assumed office 2019, we wrote a number of letters following up. The legal unit, which is also under us, has also made follow-ups. At some point, the gentleman was even at the Labour Commission, and we were invited last year. All of us appeared before the Labour. We have all these correspondence that I can make available copies.
You knew you were coming to answer questions on this particular issue. Why didn't you bring the necessary correspondence? If it was you who have been on half salary for 3 years, I'm sure you would have taken some action. You would have sent. I'm surprised the guy is still hanging around and not doing anything about it, because you are not showing any concern at all. And you knew that you are coming to this committee to answer questions on this particular matter, and you say you didn't bring any document, and we should not give you any time to go and read the document. We don't have them. What did you say the Labour Commission has said? I was asking you about letters you have written to the police, and you are talking about Labour Commission. Why?
Those letters you say you've written to the police.
Yes.
Can you give us a copy?
That is what I indicated to the chairman, that I'll make them available, because...
Sir, what did you think you were coming here to do? Didn't you know that you have been cited for these items? Then you come and sit here in presence of the committee, you tell us that you bring it later on. Did you think you were coming here for us to ask you how you were doing?
The next to appear before the committee was the Ghana Revenue Authority, and its Commissioner General, Reverend Dr. Amishadai Owusu Amwa, said about 17 oil marketing companies actually failed to pay their rescheduled debt, which amounted to about 69 million Ghana cedis in 2019. But he said that currently 30 million Ghana cedis has been retrieved, with the outstanding amount being 35 million Ghana cedis. He said these defaulting oil marketing companies are currently before courts for prosecution.
The chairman, as at the time of reporting, we have recovered 30 million from these OMCs, and then we did some reconciliation with the auditors, and we also noticed that about 2.9 million was an overstatement for the debt of Venus Oil, so that also reduced the total outstanding. The current total outstanding is 35 million, and those who have paid, 8 OMCs have paid their debts in full. And then the others that are outstanding, they have also been chased hard, as I had mentioned earlier on. Some of them are in court for prosecution, and then the others have also been investigated for prosecution in court.
The Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture also appeared before the committee, and some members of the Public Accounts Committee, precisely Kwesi Amoakwanta, was not happy with the Fisheries Commission's inability to retrieve some unaccounted interest from officials of the Commission who are currently set to be on pension.
An amount of 20,900 United States dollars paid to officers of the Commission for their foreign travel, and at the time of auditing had not been retired. That is unaccounted for, because they were supposed to represent an accountable interest. And the second one is 30,220 Ghana cedis paid to some 7 officers to undertake various programs and activities, and had also not been accounted for.
The $20,000 is still outstanding. We know some are passed on, most of them are on retirement, and most of them also claim they sent the receipt to the account office. Unfortunately, we can't recover those receipts to prove that they really retired it. So that has been the challenge so far. Yes, when we came, we have also been looking up for it, but unfortunately, we are not getting it. The fact is that even for some of them, their condition is even so bad. Yeah, we have some who is even gone blind. We have one who has also passed on, and is difficult. But they still claim that they retired.
Mr. Don't bring in that. It's unacceptable. Whether somebody has, with the highest respect, whether somebody has gone blind or somebody has retired, it's out of the question.
I'm sorry, Honorable Chair.
People must be disciplined. Even if somebody had gone blind, at the time he was traveling, and at the time government money was given to him or her, was he blind at the time? And when he returned, why didn't he account for it? It means there is laxity in your organization. And if they are on retirement, when you were processing their retirement documents and their claims, did you take all this into consideration? Did you take all this into consideration to knock the amount out before paying them the net balance? Did you take that into consideration? We must be serious in this country.
Reporting from Parliament, my name is Ni Ayikwe Okain for Citi News.